my people, how you doing? You know, I'm going to tell you some personal stuff about me. And only because what I'm giving you might help somebody else. Now, I'm 48 years old. I'm a grandmother. I have 3 beautiful grandchildren and 2 children. And a lot of times it's stressful because we always want so much for our children. And we want so much for our grandchildren because that's our legacy. My children having children, that's going to keep my generation going when I'm not here anymore. See, I am the monarch of my family, but it is so stressful because I'm strong for everybody else. And when I feel weak to the point where I can't be strong, I don't know who's going to pick me up. But I'm going to tell you something. God, my Father who is in heaven, He doesn't give me no more than I can handle. And sometimes I'll be like, God, please, my plate is full. Let me eat something first before you put something else on there. But like He said, look to the hills from where your strength coming from. My strength coming from the Lord. And I'll let you know, every day I get up above ground, I tell people, every day above ground is the best day in the world. Now, what you do with that day after you get up and you thank God, it's up to you. But if you let someone take you out of your character, let them make you get angry or whatever, you give them too much power. And you know how it is when you give somebody too much power? They don't want to give it back to you. They know that they can get to you, so they're going to keep coming at you and bring you out of your character. You got to rebuke that devil. See, the devil is busy. See, God says, if I knock, he comes in. You have to invite him in. The devil, he just slides like a snake. He just slither his way in and offer you things that he know you can't, that tempts you, that you know you can't resist. But you have to put on your whole armor of God. You know when you're going out to battle, what you got to do? You got to be protected. You got to say, Lord, I'm going out to war. I want my angels to my right and my left of me. Your angels walk with you every day. Each and every one of us have angels that protect us. A lot of times when you get in situations, you know it only could be the grace of God that brought you through. Because He knows, He sees before we know. See, when you go outside, you know whether you're going to go left or right. But see, to the left might be danger. To the right might be something else. So you have to give thought. And then a lot of times you got to watch what you say to others. I used to be one of those most outspoken people in the world. And yes, my tongue had got me in a lot of trouble. My grandmother used to say, girl, your tongue is going to get your ass in trouble. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, Grandma. Yeah, you know how sometimes somebody says something, yeah, whatever. It has. So I'm telling people to think twice and speak once. If you give it thought more than one time, you be careful what you say. And you don't want to hurt other people's feelings. See, you got so many player haters. Player haters! That when you're doing good, they want you to feel bad. Because they're not doing too good. But I don't give people that kind of power. I come and do what I need to do. And every day I go home, I said, Lord, thank you for the day. Thank you for tomorrow. Thank you for the minute. Thank you for the second. Because nothing is promised. And we know we got some new days ahead of us. There's going to be some rough roads. See, we have to be thankful. Thankful. Stop complaining about what you don't have and thank God for what you do have. Because that could be taken from you in a blink of a second. Just like that. You snap your finger, it could be gone. So stop complaining. You know, because a lot of times I complain too. We are human. The human species always complain about all the little stuff. You know that book says don't sweat the small stuff? Because a lot of times it's not the small stuff that's bothering you. It's something big that you don't want to address. Take care of your problems. Because in order to go forward, you have to find out why you was back here in the first place. Now, like me, I'm single, trying to find a man. But my friends tell me, April, you want a good man? Do you want to find a good man? I said, yeah. He said, shut the F up. I said, well, that ain't going to happen. So, and he says, you know, girl, this is my friend, my BFF. You know who you are. You know who you are, baby, my BFF.
How you doing?
You told me, stop putting the ceiling too high. Just put it high enough. So I'm trying to do that. So if there's any single men out there that are looking for a strong, African, intelligent, full-figure woman, get in touch with me. Hey, I am the guru of good and bad information, and the poem I have a poem that I'm going to tell you about. My life at one time was like a roller coaster. At first, I was afraid to get on that roller coaster because I didn't know where it was going to take me. But that roller coaster, when I got on that ride, I felt free. I, I'm not trying to cry or nothing like that, but I felt free because my life was twists and turns. Sometimes I didn't know what direction I was going because I said I had lost my mother, I lost my brother, and I said, Lord, what's going to happen to me now? I don't know how to handle it. So one day I went to a park and got on this roller coaster. And once I got on that roller coaster, at first I was scared as hell. I was riding that roller coaster, and all of a sudden I started to hold my breath, and I thought about, oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. So then all of a sudden I started screaming, and it felt so good, and I just rode. And sometimes our life is like a roller coaster. You're gonna go through some twists and turns, but eventually you're gonna get to the bottom because you start from the top, and once you're at the bottom, the only place you can go back is up. So when you see your life is almost at, there's nowhere you can go, you at your lowest point, and it might not even be a poem, it might just be something about life. When you feel like you're at the lowest point and you can't go any further, stand, 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 stand. God says, when the footprints in the sand, I was carrying you when you was at your lowest point. So God will always be there for you. And when you got good friends in your life that are genuine, I'm not talking about pretentious MFs. You know what I'm saying? Friends, genuine friends, who lift you up when you're feeling down, who can call you any time of the night and say, girl, I need to talk to you. Or my BFF, he makes me laugh because he's funny as hell. But he knows my heart is his heart. And I don't tell people, if I don't like you, I ain't gonna even speak to you. I ain't phony like that. But I'm gonna tell you, we need to come together. People, let's come together, all of us. You see somebody on the street that's hungry, feed them. You see somebody that looks sad, smile at them. Because you don't know, you might have saved their lives. See, God says, he don't care if you're rich. He don't care you live in a mansion. He don't care that you drive a Mercedes, a Lamborghini, or whatever. He cares how you treat each other. Because in the long run, when it's time for us to leave this body and go back to dust, none of that is going to matter. So this is what I'm going to tell you. Treat each other with respect. Treat people like the way you want to be treated. Love your brothers and your sisters. And stop player hating. This is the guru of good and bad information coming at you on this beautiful day. Peace.